Today I'm going to show you an automation to send follow-up emails to after your meetings by using your note taker. In this case, I'm using Otter, but it works for Read AI and others. So the first thing that you have to do to get the notes from the meeting, you have to insert a custom webhook, but you're going to use the mail hook. So to set this up, you have to go to your email and add the forwarding address that the model gives you, and add a filter here that just says that any emails from the app Other with a given subject, I think their subject is meeting summary, you're gonna forward it to this direction, to this address, so it can pick it up from here, Mike. So you're gonna add that, and you're just gonna use the address that it gives you for your email, and you're gonna add a text parser. You're gonna add the match pattern because you want to remove this subject, so you get the only the name of the meeting. This is gonna save it in a variable this way when you add this. And here you're just gonna add the subject, so you can remove it. Then you're gonna assume if you hosted your meeting on Zoom. This is to get the email address from the that you're gonna send the follow-up. First, you use a list meeting model. You just set it to the ones that are scheduled in your calendar, nothing more. Then you're gonna set a filter that you're only gonna get past the ones that have the name of the meeting that you want, or the meeting that you wanna send the follow-up. Here is the topic of the meeting from Zoom, and is the variable that I told you that it was going to create with just the name of the meeting. Here, then you're gonna add array aggregator. You're gonna select here the Zoom list meetings because you wanna aggregate. Just in case that you reschedule a meeting, it's gonna appear like two or the times that you reschedule it. So you just want one meeting, and you're gonna select the fields. It's important that you select these two, and these others you can leave empty. But I select them as well just in case. Then you're gonna get the meeting, only the meeting that you want. That is the last meeting. You're gonna map the ID in the array, so you can get the details of the meeting and you can get the email address that you're gonna send the follow-up. And here is just the UI. Then you're gonna have Claude or your AI model of your preference to draft an email with your instruction. Here I enter write a follow-up email for a meeting that just ended. Use the meeting details below to create a personalized email. Here I'm entering the text of the email that Otter sent me with the meeting summary, so we have that context. Then I'm telling just to create follow email that thanks participants, recap the key point, etc. And then I'm giving it an email template to use and to fill. You can change this to your email template of how you want it to send the email. So here I'm just telling it to mention the key points and the action items and who is responsible for. And then in the system instructions, it's just you write professional friendly meeting follow-ups email based on the important here is this part. You have to tell it specifically that to return a JSON file because that's gonna be easier for you to grab the subject, the email body, and everything else. And you're gonna set the output as text. But just with these instructions, it's gonna create the JSON. But you have to be clear on this. And then you're just gonna send the email. Here I enter my email just to show you the test. Then I'm gonna show you what to enter here. And here you're just gonna enter the suggested subject in here of the follow-up email. the JSON email that the AI created for us, and nothing more. Here, if you had another address linked to your Gmail, you can use it here. But if not, it's just gonna use the one that you have the connection on. And here, just spreadsheet to login in case you want to send another email. Then you have all the information in the spreadsheet, the participants, the meeting here. This in this box is what you would add in this as the send to field, the send email, because this what it does is that it maps all the emails that it gets from the meetings, and then it removes the host meeting, meaning your email. And first, it's just a save to make sure that it picks the email that of the other person. And I just put in the date. If I want to send another email, I can just have it the day of when the email, the first email was sent, status, one email sent, and just information that I got from the other models. So here, we're gonna test it, show you the previous one, so you know how it looks. I'm gonna use this one, I think. Yeah. So it got the meeting here. It got 3 meetings here, as you can see. But here with the array, it's only segregating. It's not because if you don't add this part, the filter in this, it's gonna send 3 emails. So it sent the email. I'm gonna go to my email, and here, this is the email that it sent, just like the email template that I showed you. So let me know if it was a fail, and thank you